Hello, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. Alright guys, so I just finished a live on the Divine Essentials channel for the full moon, and that energy is going to be here for the next 3 days. So if you want to go watch that, in the beginning I was talking about some stuff, pulled a card out of this deck, and then we did things connected to this deck because it's like a ritual deck. We used something from the last month, which is the desire box. The month before, I had pulled that card and I was like, all right guys, I'll get all this stuff together, we'll make a desire box. So we did, right? This is the desire box, okay? It's got a lot of stuff on it, the 4 agreements, all this stuff, and then inside the desire box has all the things that we desire. And then they say, after you make this, all the things that you put in there, you might want to rearrange at different times. So like I have Valentine's in there, that I made for like the collective. Like I made one for the person that would be giving me a Valentine, and then one for the person that's giving my collective a Valentine. And with Valentine's Day coming up, it made sense that those should be closer to the top, and I rearranged the box as I saw fit, which also shakes up that energy within this full moon. It reminds us. So I did that, and then I lit my protection purity candle that I have available on my Etsy. And we did some sage, Palo Santo, played the bowl, and then we did like a little visualization, something that I learned today that helps somebody. It's like getting coherent with your heart. The guy did this, right? And the first action that you take from that space of being connected to your heart, it's going to be divinely guided, okay? It's like we go back to this place of like nothingness, just being born into this world. We have no past, we have no future, we don't have any idea about anything. There's nothing to be impressed upon us. We're just existing in that moment. And so when you allow yourself to get to that place and let go of all those beliefs and things that hinder us in our everyday world, it sets you up to be in a much more better position to manifest. So he did this at a casino, and then he walked right over to a thingy, pulled it, and won $50,000. He's done it several other times too, with different amounts of money. And he shared a meditation that I shared on the community board after I did the live, because I talked about this in it. And all the people in the comments were like, I did this meditation and then this happened, and massive results for people manifesting money, finding it on the ground. A random check shows up that they weren't expecting, they get the job that they wanted, or something significant. And there were so many of them. I sent it to my dad. I was like, read the comments. He was like, holy shit, I'm doing this tonight. Okay, so I shared that on the community board. I talked about it over there, and I did like the little exercise. The video that I shared is the meditation one. The other video that I watched where he talked about getting to that coherent state is from his channel. If people are like, hey, I really need the link to that, let me know. But it's the little practice that I did in there, okay? It will show you how to like get to that space. So you can watch that. And this energy that we're in right now, we have Leo that's impacting us, and it's the wolf moon. So there was a lot of synchronicity with that as well. And I was talking about the owl because I was like, I think of them, the wolf being very similar to the high priestess and the owl, because they all come out at night and they're intuitive, they're cunning, they're sly, like they know everything around them, but not everybody knows everything about them. They're elusive, they're secretive, but not in a bad way, which had tied to other things that I saw right before going live when I was cleaning. I listened to a reading that was like, what is the gift that you need to express into the world? And the fox came out, and the fox was like, about the way that they were interpreting this is like, sometimes we need to deliver people things that they think that they want, but hidden within it is what they actually need. So it's like, we're not being deceiving in a deceptive, negative way. We're helping people, but in order to help them, we've got to be like, hey, like, think about like when you click on a reading, you click on it for a reason. Whatever I've written on this is, you've been like, oh, I want to watch that. I want to see what I need to know about the full moon. Like, how does this full moon impacted me? What is this full moon bringing in for me? But when you come in, I'm talking about all these other things within it that you didn't even know that you needed to know. Okay. So that was like the concept within it. So this card, I'm gonna and see what you guys need to know. There's also little rituals in here, so you can do a ritual. And in this energy, I am making some full moon candles. I have rainbow moonstone downstairs and regular white moonstone chips, and I have some tourmaline and all the things to make candles, and because it's the wolf moon and because it has that energy, the owl came out within this deck, and it was all about like, you know, seeing with the shadow and all of that. And I actually posted something last night to do with the shadow. It's on the community board underneath the meditation I just talked about. I'm going to be making these candles within this energy so we can ignite that energy into our lives. And it's perfect with the ritual we just did because we specifically used a candle. And I'm going to put Palo Santo in some of them so it will have like the fullness of the ritual within it. But I'll be putting those up on probably my Instagram stories because it's gonna be a small batch. I might put them onto Etsy. It depends on how many I can make because I didn't have tons of the rainbow moonstone, but I'm going to make different ones. Did something fell, but I thought something might have flipped. Did something flip? Look at, it's a wolf. I don't think anything flipped, but let me see what this says. Okay, yeah, so this says, when I let others shine, I shine too. And we had a lot of things coming out within the reading about community, and that again ties with the synchronicity that's been going on. I just posted this on my Instagram yesterday. You have 2 more days to enter into the giveaway. If you're in the US, it has a real bee inside of it. It's all about bringing together community. I spoke a lot about that and the different ways that you can do that if you're a healer or a light worker, or you want to like put together poetry stuff or whatever. That's in that live event too. But we talked about community and bringing the sweetness of community back together, because as I've been working for DoorDash, I'm seeing how crazy this world is. And my sister was like, you know it's bad when you think it's weird, because of how weird I am about like, I don't want to talk to anybody, I don't want to see anybody, like I just want to hide away, you know, like when the COVID hit and everybody was like, oh, we're locked down and I'm so like going out of my mind. It was like my natural, you know, thing, like I'm always by myself. But it's so bad now. Like every delivery that I've made for DoorDash, they don't want, they're like, it's like the customer requests that you just leave it on their door. And it's like, don't ring the doorbell, don't knock on the door, like just leave it in the snow. It's freezing out, there's snow on the ground. They get a bag of Wendy's, just leave it on the ground, okay. Just because you don't want to see somebody for 2 seconds, like. And I really think that was by design, to separate us, because we're stronger together, and when we let each other shine or come together, it does shift things. So I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. I feel like this is an important message right now. And like I cleaned the whole house. I did up here, then I did downstairs, going down to the basement. I'm going to be doing events here again for in person, but I'm also going to do them live. So a lot of the creative things like my Cricut machine, my dream catchers, making candles, doing all the things that I do, that I used to do all the time in person. I'm going to be doing that to bring community together. But I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. So again, crafting, doing things like that does make a difference. Like when people would come, we would make like a mandala, you know, and write affirmations into the mandala. But we're taking the time to be creative with that. And that was what the desire box is all about too. It's like the spider energy, about weaving your story, weaving your life, taking time out without distractions, without the social media, without like trying to do a bunch of other things. Take the time to get coherent and like just create something with your hand, write it down, think about it, meditate, whatever it is that you feel called to do. But I think getting creative right now is going to be helpful for people to unleash their wildness. And let's see what the first one says from in the book, because they do all have like little things that you can do if you want to do. Right now is a good time to do with the full moon. I just opened up to the wild one again. So this ritual is a moon howling for the wolf one. It says there's primal and wild nature in the core of our being that demands to be heard. Sometimes we need to leap freely as the wind sweeps us into a vast forest. Other times we need to express our wildness within our community. Wolf has arrived to remind you of your unique wild spirit and your ability to choose how you express it. She also represents a balance between your own needs and the needs of your tribe. Wolves are fiercely loyal to their mates and live in socialized packs. They're also strong individuals and curious explorers. Choose what freedom means to you as you embark on your journey of personal discovery. And as clear as the wolf's howl at the moon, learn to hear your inner voice and unleash your wildness. So the thing here, it says, whether you're entering a phase of the lone wolf or the loyal yet exploratory pack wolf, your primal voice and passionate instincts need to be expressed. This ritual can be done alone or with others, And the moon can be at any phase, yet it's especially powerful during the full moon, and it's next level to howl during a supermoon or blood moon. So dress like a wild goddess or show up as you are. Stand outside where you can clearly see the moon, gaze into her glow, feel the earth beneath you and the air on your skin. Repeat, I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. Then you howl at the moon from the depths of your being. Move the air, awaken your soul, and unleash your voice. Howl your primal emotions, your wild dreams, and your curious passions. Let the powerful force within overflow, then pause into a moment of stillness to feel and listen to all that arises. So literally, go out there, look at the moon. I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. Ooh, at the moon. Okay? We did that one time too in the lives. I think I did it after because I was like, I'm going to go outside now and howl at the moon. But I like uploaded it into my stories on Instagram when I did. So shine is women all over the world are rising up, shining brighter and letting their voices be heard. As sisters, mothers, daughters, friends, and lovers, we can celebrate our differences while strengthening our inherent sameness. Intuition, creativity, receptivity, courage, nurturing, sensuality, wisdom, healing, understanding, and our connection to the moon. You are a vital part of this rise. Encourage others to shine bright and give yourself permission to do the same. When you admire another person, it's a direct reflection of your own beauty and potential. Choose to be inspired by her light and send a warm smile her way. Comparison is toxic, it dulls your shine, and it sends out a message of inadequacy. Instead, recognize that you are family and witness each other's divinity with love. You will instantly uplift you both while increasing your own freedom and magnetism. So don't get stuck in the comparison and the, oh, but they've been doing it longer, or they know more, they're better, like whatever. Let that go and see those things in others, praise those things in others, and those things will show up within yourself. You'll be easily able to see them within yourself. So the ritual praise practice says when we openly and sincerely acknowledge our admiration for another, we affirm the power of connection and dissolve the illusion of competition. This ritual will build confidence and radiance for both you and others. So it's funny because in the live tonight I mentioned when I talked about that guy, the meditation and all of that, I had, after I had watched it, I think I saw a post on Instagram where the person was like, she was talking about gatekeeping stuff. And it made me think of like, there's no reason to gatekeep, because if I were to gatekeep that meditation or that information, it's not going to work for me. It's like you're blocking yourself from your blessings when you try to only like secure them for yourself and cut others off. So for 7 consecutive days, starting today, vocally share your admiration for another woman. Do this at least once a day. Speak to and be present with the specific woman you're admiring. Challenge yourself to mix it up between strangers, family, friends, and colleagues. And as an additional bonus, include yourself in the mix. You could start off in the mirror and just be like, you're so beautiful, you're so smart, you're so creative, you're so this, whatever. And then, find people that you connect with on a regular time. It could be a sister, it could be your mother, it could be whoever. It could even be a man, whoever you feel comfortable acknowledging. I don't think there's a wrong way to do it. It doesn't have to be huge, like I think women really like it when other women are like, oh, I love your dress, or I love your pocketbook. Like it doesn't have to be huge. Just be something that's going to make them feel better. Are you inspired by her style, her art, her smile, her beauty, her words, her vibe, or her achievements? Gracefully let her know. Be centered and genuine as you speak, and notice the energy left in the air afterwards. Embrace this healthy and supportive approach towards women and sisterhood as you vocalize your admiration. This will make you both shine, okay? So do that. And this card here is on the bottom. It says, I free myself from critical thoughts towards my body and my worth. So doing that practice will probably help you. Because if you start acknowledging other people's strengths, they're probably going to start acknowledging yours too. Like, oh my God, I've always found you to be boop. Oh, and look, I found the one that was flipped. I just picked this up and that was there, and it should be the opposite way. The deck should be like this. And it's the fucking weaver again. I am the weaver of my reality. So that's the one. And I honor the natural process of growth and transformation. This is the one that goes with that desire box. So you would basically get a box. You could get a shoe box or any box that you got, and take the box, and you could decorate the outside of the box any way that you like. I use like different craft papers and all the scrapbooking stuff that I had. I cut things up, glued it on there, different things that were significant to me, okay, and what I liked. And people were there with me, my community, while I was making it. So they were helping add to that energy. There's bees on here for community. There's love on here. There's a big letter B on here for bee. There's glee, true beauty lies within, so brilliant, shine, so brilliant, moment, wish, grow together, learn together, all the good things for our community. And then inside there's tons of stuff. But if you don't have tons of stuff, like I got boxes full of stuff. Like, oh, you want to go on vacation? Let's go on vacation. Where would you like to go? You want to go to Florida and see the dolphins? All right, we'll go to Florida to see the dolphins. But if you don't have a bunch of stickers and things like I do, if you're not a weirdo with massive amounts of these thingies, you can make your own. You know, you can draw, or you could get some stickers, or you could just get a magazine and cut up the magazine. If you have old things around that you don't, you know, like whatever you got, use what you got, make yourself a desire box, and every once in a while shake up the energy, rearrange the things. Like I had some blank Valentines for kids that, you know, I acquired at some point in my weirdness. And it's like, be mine, blah, 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 blah. So I filled them out like I would have wanted them to be filled out from someone bringing me a Valentine for Valentine's Day. When I realized Valentine's Day is coming, I put it up closer to the top with my, you know, images of love people, right? And then after that, we got happy anniversary. You got to have a person to get to the anniversary. And then we're going to travel. We're going to take a vacation, and we're going to travel, and we're going to speak positively and think positively. We're gonna have an anniversary. This is like message out of an anniversary card. We're gonna go to Florida. We're gonna have a cake. We're gonna go in the plane. You know, so many things. But get creative with it, however it feels right. You could also do a vision board. There's our wedding cake. You know, so all of those things are in there. And then shake it up every once in a while. However it feels, it should be done. But I saw the spider the other day. This was like the first card I saw today. This was the one that went with that last month when we made it. So I feel like that would be a very good practice for people to use at this time if you want to manifest things. And we read both of those. So I think that'll be it. Yeah. So hopefully you guys have a good full moon and utilize this energy. This card is 42, and this card is 44 here, the one that says, I free myself from the critical thoughts towards my body and my worth. I'm thinking doing mirror work would be good, and I just posted a thing on Etsy. It's something I made that has like mirror reflectors in it. It's got hematite in it, amethyst in it. It's a protective plate. It's a charging plate. You can use it on your body, under your bed. You could use it to charge your crystals or charge a drink or snacks, or you could just use it as a decorative piece. You can use it to gaze within and meditate. Both sides of it have like a uniqueness to it. So it's like the light and the dark, the shadow work. There's a lot of things. I wrote up a huge description about it. And yeah, and then I got the pyramid over there, and I got more pyramids. I'm going to end up posting some of them. Some of them have 4-leaf clovers under them that I found at the same time as all the bees. Spirit kept bringing me bees. I literally have a Ziploc baggie downstairs full of bees. But I'm going to post some of these. I've also posted new crystals. I put one of these guys up there. This is great for people who want to talk to their community. Put yourself out there. Be like somebody in the, you know, in the eyes of others. Gives you confidence and protection, shamanic energy, and all of that. I also put up a big labradorite. I got other labradorites to post. Oh, and I did little ones of these tonight too. So if you can't afford the big one, I got little tiny ones that start at $1. And candles will be coming soon. So thank you guys very much. I know people have been having trouble on my website. If you have trouble on my website and you want a reading or anything that's on the website, let me know and I will figure it out. I'm gonna find another way to like put those out there because there's just too many troubles with the freaking website. I've apparently paid for 2 years, but if people can't purchase something, I don't want to keep it. So if you have a trouble, let me know, because I do have other ways that I can, you know, I can give you an invoice from PayPal. So, you know, if you want to use PayPal and PayPal's not working on my website, let me know. I will give you the reading, or the Munay key rites, or the star rites, or whatever you want, the womb right. So, in Munay, namaste. Thank you.